Hello everyone, yesterday I took my favorite fishing rod and when fishing I caught two beautiful southern calamari. I'll show you how to clean them and get them ready. So I went fishing yesterday and I was really lucky. I caught some beautiful southern calamari. They're fantastic. The quality is just stunning. I don't know if you can see it properly, but when you have very fresh calamari, if you run your hands on the skin, you can still see the skin reacting like it would be camouflage in the water. If you see that, it's changing color. It's pretty crazy to see. Anyway, so we're very lucky. We have great ingredients. So the first thing to do is to try to keep things as clean as you can. Not always easy. I think it's quite good to have a bowl that you just use for seafood to avoid any cross-contamination. Anyway, so you have the hood of the calamari here, same for squid, and then you have the head, which has a beak, and the tentacles. Tentacles are very tasty. Okay, so first you push your finger behind the head, okay, like this, to be able to remove the head, and you try to do so gently, so that way you got everything, most of the inside as you pull it out. You see, we have everything here, so that's great. So we have here the inside of the calamari, and if you can see here, so just right here you have a black little sack, and in there is the ink. Try to not pierce it if you don't want to use it, but you can use it to make sauce or to make pasta dough. But today we're not gonna, we don't need it, so I will just discard it with the rest. So I cut, you have the two eyes here, and just after the eye, if you put a bit of pressure, you can press your finger and then cut through it. This part, so all this, what I do with it is I keep it for bait, to go fishing with it. So I have a bit of ink on my board, but not too much. Super easily I remove them. So in the mouth of the calamari, you have a beak here that you want to remove because it's quite tough. Okay, so it looks like a little ball with a little beak, so that you can discard as well. Now, if I would have a small size calamari, I would keep the tentacles whole, but that's fairly big, so I like to cut the big ones with all those little ventures, and I discard that, and then here I will cut it in four. Okay, that depends a bit on what you're gonna do with it. For me, tentacles is one of the best parts. I really like it. And voila. They're gonna shrink a fair bit when they're gonna cook as well, so don't be too scared if you see something that looks too big. It's gonna shrink a lot. And now I have the hood. So it's pretty big. Okay, so you put a bit of pressure on the side under the wings, and then once you make a hole, you can run your fingers along to peel everything. You see, it's a bit slimy, but it's not dirty at all. All the black is just a bit of ink. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Same thing under the other wing. I push, and I'm gonna pull the wing. Okay, so with my seafood, I try to avoid to put fresh water on it. So in this occasion, I'm not gonna run it under tap water. I'm just gonna clean it and wipe it with some paper towel or with some clean blue chucks. but I'm not gonna run it on the tap water. The skin on the wings is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all. So you can leave it on. But where it was attached on the body, it's a little bit harder. So I'm just gonna trim this part. It's pretty slimy. Okay. So you cut this part off. Okay. So this little part is hard. That's gonna go for the bait box, and then I just have the wings here. Those one I'm gonna cut them, but not too small, because again they're gonna shrink when I'm gonna cook them. Okay. Okay. Same thing with the other one. And you see, it's like it has been designed for you to follow. There's really a line there. You just want to cut behind that line. Okay. And it's pretty easy. The only difficulty I have here is my boards are new and a bit slippery, but for the rest it's okay. Nothing difficult. Okay. Keep your space clean. In this occasion, I'm gonna peel off the skin on the hood. Okay. So basically everything that comes easy, just remove it. And you can just wipe your calamari with a dry towel. There's one thing we need to remove is the feather, and because the calamari is very fresh, it's a bit harder to remove, but basically it looks like a big plastic bone, translucent, and so you need to remove that. So all gone. Where the feather was, there is a line. You need to cut along that. Okay. There's still a few things inside that we're gonna remove. There's a bit of eggs there. A lot of eggs, actually. I know some people eat the egg of the calamari. I would be quite curious on how you prep them. So if you have any recipe with the egg of the calamari, send them my way and I'll try them. Always happy to learn stuff. Okay, so, and as you can see, it's actually very clean inside. It's not dirty at all. It's pure white. It's beautiful. I'm just gonna wipe gently. Et voilà. Now if you want to eat them raw, all those little skin, it's good to peel them. If you're gonna cook them, they kind of gonna disappear under the heat, so I wouldn't go too crazy about them. But if you want to eat them sashimi, which is really delicious, then you need to make it perfect and remove all the skin. Okay, and then, so for me in this occasion, I'm just gonna saute them with a bit of garlic, parsley, and chili. So I'll keep it pretty simple. I'm just gonna do 3 big pieces. and I'm gonna cut them like so. And that is gonna be so delicious. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will do some others soon where I will show you how to cook them and how to prep them for sashimi. Please consider to like, share, subscribe to the channel, as it helps me to create more content. And I'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ciao.